Hello. You will be aware that secondary schools in England have been encouraged to open to students from Year 10 from the 15th of June. Here at Notre Dame, we intend to invite students from Year 10 to return to school from this date. We've been working to ensure the systems we have in place will allow us to follow the guidelines and meet the required standards of safety. This video is designed to explain how this return will work. It will cover the reasons why things will be different from normal school, what differences you can expect to see, how to attend school safely, as well as an update on some of the things we're doing to help keep everyone safe and healthy.
At the end of this video, you'll be directed to a summary of the information shown here. You'll also be reminded how you can raise any questions or concerns about the return to school.
All of the details outlined here are designed to both keep individual staff and students safe, and to significantly reduce the risk of the virus spreading further in our communities as a result of returning to school. The steps taken should allow us to maintain as much social distancing as possible. This is the single biggest thing we can do. It not only helps keep us safe, but protects everyone, including loved ones not connected to the school. By sticking to social distancing measures, the spread of the virus can be dramatically reduced. This helps everyone we know and love.
It is important to remember that people who have picked up the coronavirus do not get ill straight away, so they may not know they are carrying it, and they may not know they are spreading it to others. For this reason, it is important that we behave as if each of us has the potential to infect others, and act accordingly, when in reality this will not be the case for the vast majority of people. If you are ill, you must self-isolate. You must not attend school.
Within schools, it has been advised that students should be in groups of no more than 15, and that these groups should not mix. The likelihood of someone within this group having the virus is small, and the limited interactions of members within this group lessens the chances of the virus spreading to a large number of people. These small groups have been called bubbles, and you will hear these bubbles referred to from now on. At Notre Dame, our bubbles are based on the mid-sized GCSE block you started studying in September, as this is the subject where you have missed the greatest proportion of your total teaching time. Groups have been further subdivided by the language that they study. These groupings will allow for contact time with specialist teachers in these subjects. Each bubble will attend school one day each week, always on the same day. You will receive an email detailing the rota. Other bubbles will attend on the same day, up to about 1/4 of the year group. The remaining 3/4 of the year group will attend on different days, divided into their own bubbles.
School will begin at 10 a.m. on the day you are due in. There will be no supervision in school before 9:45 a.m., so please do not arrive before this time. When getting to school, you should walk or cycle if at all possible. Use of public transport should be limited as much as possible. School buses will not be running, so those intending to use buses will need to check local timetables. From the 15th of June, the wearing of face coverings will be mandatory on all public transport. Passengers are advised that windows will have to be kept open. You should not eat or drink on the bus or until you have washed your hands after traveling. At the end of the day, all students should return straight home. Those catching the bus will be supervised in queuing at a safe social distance.
On arrival at school, students should enter individually through the main gates. Lines on the drive are marked to show where to queue. You will be greeted by a member of staff who will direct you to your hand washing area and onto your classroom. Those students in classrooms on the bottom floor will only use the toilets on the English corridor throughout the day. Those on the RE corridor will use the toilets in the St. Julie building. Those on the top floor will only use the toilets by the salle.
Please do not bring any equipment from home. You will be provided with a pack containing everything you will need for your work. Lockers in school are not being used, so aim to just bring a water bottle, and your lunch if you bring it from home. You will be located in the same seat within the same classroom for every session, and no one else will use this seat. It will be down to individuals to decide if they wish to wear face coverings whilst in school. Please be respectful of other people's choices. We expect to see the usual high standards of behavior throughout the day. As well as taking care to wash your hands regularly, and using tissues to catch coughs and sneezes, you are also advised to change out of your uniform as soon as you get home, and wash it each time you've been in school.
There will be 6 sessions on each of the days you attend, following the timings shown on screen. You will not have your usual teacher for every subject, but the timetable has been arranged to ensure you always have a specialist teacher in that subject. Class sizes are small, so you should get the support you need.
Water fountains have been decommissioned, so please ensure you bring plenty of water for yourself for the day. At lunch, students will sit in dedicated zones with their bubble. Those entitled to a free school meal, or those wishing to purchase lunch at school will be able to collect a grab bag at lunchtime. The revaluation machine is currently decommissioned, so if you do intend to buy lunch, please ensure there is sufficient credit in your Wise Pay account. You can top it up online. You will not be able to purchase drinks individually, so again, please ensure you have plenty of water. Unfortunately, the guidance prohibits the playing of ball games, so there will be no football or basketball at lunch.
We know this unusual return to school will be worrying to some students. We have begun an improved program of thorough cleaning, both throughout the day and after each day. We have been reassured by local public health officials that the mechanisms for testing and tracing people infected with coronavirus in our area are up and running. We have systems in place that are easy to follow, but that should help to keep everyone as safe as possible.
Please discuss this information as a family. Try to let school know about any potential issues as early as possible. A summary of this information and contact email addresses can be found on the school website, at www.notre-dame-high.co.uk. As you look forward to returning to school, try to get back into a routine and ensure that you are fully prepared. We look forward to welcoming you back to school.